see that new thing and really test out the quality.
Yes.
And like
sweat in it, run in it, do some yoga in it. Like, I'm ready. I can't wait to really get a feel for some more merch, because I want to kind of move some of the old out and bring in the new.
Still waiting on this car to come and take me home. Things feel a little different now that we grown. Till I turn that.
Hey.
Yo! Welcome, guys, to Meet the Others Podcast.
Welcome. It's Choirboy Dank.
And Anissa B.
And we are here as the others.
So come meet us.
Let's go.
The others.
Let's go.
Let's go, babe. You have a tan.
Yeah, did you not?
I just
you didn't think that I could
that.
ever. You don't think that I could ever get a tan?
I mean, today was like what 110. I felt like, and the sun was beaming on my white husband, and for some reason today he looks slightly golden, or it might just be the lighting in here. But I just had to admire that real quick. Your eyes are so tan? Blue, and your skin is getting somewhat tanned. Yeah.
I mean, you go out there and bake enough times with that oil, with that.
You put some of that oil on
the banana boat.
I doused that on my body.
Yeah, and I had to put that SPF 65 on for my melanin. Deficient skin.
You over here counteracting or whatever. They're like not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I got both going.
They're like, all right, sorry, I had to just say that. I just had to.
Mixing. You had to throw me out there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I am white, everybody.
Yes, if you didn't know, not Jamaican white, just white Jamaican. No, just white man. White man.
White man.
You just were white man, but that's okay.
So we have a very special episode today.
Oh, come on. What about what we're drinking today? What are we drinking?
We are drinking water and energy drinks.
Water and energy drinks. That's how we kind of roll these days.
Well, yeah. It's been a lot. We're going.
Our littles keep us busy.
But let's talk about the water initiative.
Okay, so we've been drinking a gallon of water each day, kind of competing with each other. Some of us get a little extra credit. I usually always win and get that extra credit in. But we start drinking water super early as soon as our eyes open up. It has definitely been helping you. Do you feel like you're getting a little bit less dry, or do you feel like...
No, the water is clutch. It's good. It makes honestly, drinking a gallon of water a day fills up my stomach, and it's hard at first because I feel like at the beginning of the day, I'm not used to drinking a full, I don't know what this is exactly. This is what is this? 16 ounce or something? I think this is
I forgot.
30 ounces of water, I think, something like that.
Yeah, 4 of these will make a gallon. So whatever that is, I can't right now, guys.
I think it's around 30 or something like that. But whatever. Yeah, you chug one of these first thing in the morning and your belly feels kind of squash.
I'm getting woozy over here.
Yeah, it's a lot. But honestly, it's great. It's good. It makes you feel
moist.
Extra moist.
Even
though after being out in the sun all day today, I feel like I need to drink 2 gallons of water.
You're like SpongeBob right now when he gets out the water. You're like...
Yeah, so.
Yes.
We got cool little stickers on our cups.
Yes. Mine is... Oh, look at who it is. It's us. And then we have our Otherworld sticker as well. But we have some new stickers coming out. A little bit more of an upgrade, which is going to be fun. Right?
Which ones?
The one...
the new logo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We gotta get the new there's new logos coming. Yeah. A lot of new things in the works.
Yes, there is.
So, do we have anything else before we dive into the meat of this thing?
Trying trying to think
You have anything you want to tell the audience
about.
how hot it is outside?
Hey, you got to start being a little bit more stronger.
Yeah. God.
Stop being a wussy.
Yo, it's
see,
tough
here's the
going
thing.
outside
Is-
lately. It's hot.
Being in New York and being a kid, my mom kind of always took us to Coney Island. That took like 2 trains to get there. We used to like kind of bring all our shit in the train with us, our coolers.
It was
our change
100
of
degrees,
clothes.
106 degrees out there.
Probably, and it smelled like ass.
Well, that's the one thing that
Yes,
is nice.
and you had to like walk over.
At least there's no
to
bums in the car.
Yeah, there usually was a bum in the car, and then afterwards, after you're in Coney Island all day long playing in the sand, you got sandy ass.
You gotta schlep all that shit back.
Exactly.
On the D train?
On the D train, baby.
Yeah.
Yes. Then you might take the N and the R, and then you have to take the C or the E to get to 50th, baby.
It's a lot.
It's kind of a thing.
It's a lot of transfers.
Or you could take the N and you could take the D to the N and the R or whatever, and then walk. But like who
the
hell
orange
wanted
line
do
to the yellow line to the blue.
To the blue. It was just a whole thing, So yeah, I mean, so we were never wussies about the
Shout
sun,
out the
baby.
the beach goers in New York.
Yeah, beach bums. Literally.
Yo, I saw a funny meme about going to the beach in New York where there was someone in the water and it was like, you ever heard that one audio that was like, I want to go home. But there was like in the water, and it was like when you're from Florida and you're in the beach in New York, and it was like, and then some guy was like, oh, I never went in the water in New York. And it's like, fam, you go in the water.
Yeah. Even if there's a tampon floating in the water, you just go in it.
I mean, it's refreshing.
You kind of start swimming, then to hope and pray it doesn't go in your mouth. Close your mouth. Don't drink the water.
Enjoy your time here.
Enjoy your time. What do you want? Stop crying. That's a tampon.
We're gonna go back on the train.
You got 5 minutes. We're going to get dressed. You're gonna have to get that sand out your ass, and we're gonna get back on the train. And here's your cold chicken, because there was always cold chicken. My mom would make
cold
fried chicken. Yes, fried chicken early in the morning. And
she'd actually make the fried chicken?
Yes, in the morning. And then
like a deep fryer and the whole thing?
She just put it in a frying pan with some oil. She put her seasonings. It didn't have like any crispies to it, but it was crispy. And it was just like that sazon fried chicken, baby.
It's always with the sazon.
A little bit of sazon. And because, she made it so early, we had like white bread and fried chicken, baby. So, yeah, it was one of my things. It was one of my favorites.
The white bread and cold chick.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So that was a good.
Sorry about that, guys. That was memory lane. My bad.
It was a good start.
So what are we doing today? What are the listeners in for today?
We are talking about Be Strong.
Be strong. Hey.
Today's a little Be Strong spotlight. We're talking about my wife's brand here.
Hey.
And I had a couple of questions.
Oh shoot.
Couple of questions.
Oh man.
So I guess we'll just hop right into it. So my first question here is about Be Strong, and I want to know exactly what does Be Strong stand for?
Okay. Well, hi guys. I'm Anissa B. Strong. If you follow me on my Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that. So
we woke up together.
Yeah, we woke up together, all that stuff, all that good stuff. Be strong for me is really a mantra that I kind of used to say to myself when I was in a really dark situation. Not that I put myself there, but I kind of did, because I didn't have great self-love and self-worth at that time in my life. And it basically stands for more than anything else. It just stands for trying to continue to groom yourself to be strong mentally and physically while going through a lot of trauma in your life, whether it be, for me at the time period, it was definitely domestic violence. But for anyone, I wanted to reach anyone's situation at any given moment. So like for me, it's more of a overall to continue to remind yourself that even if you're going through a dark time, you have to continue to move forward and be strong because you owe it to yourself to be strong. That's kind of where.
So that's where it's from.
That's where it's from. But that was something that, like I said, I used to always say to myself. And funny story, but well, my dad's name is Benjamin, and he passed away 4 years ago. And I used the B to kind of rep him, and also kind of my last name starts with a B. So I wanted to have that in there to also incorporate myself. So that's why it's something that I use.
How does it incorporate yourself?
My last name.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, and also because like I always constantly, ever since like I got married, I always, whenever I do emails and stuff, I always put Anissa B. And when going through my transformation for the last 2 years, especially, I had to constantly remind myself to be strong because I was like physically hurting because of my surgeries and just still going through so much in here. And I needed a lot of like reminders. Hey, get it together kind of thing.
That's cool. So there is a connection with the domestic violence with the Be Strong thing.
Oh, 100%.
That's something that is more than just your experience, but I think that there's also like a part of that you're giving back to that community through the Be Strong brand, right?
Yes.
Or is that through the whole Empower My Closet thing?
No, if you like seen my Empower My Closet online, Be Strong is definitely the one brand that if you do buy an article of clothing, a hat, a cup, whatever it is, a phone case, the Be Strong label definitely right away goes to people of like family of victims still currently going through certain thing. Anywhere I can grasp a hold of someone to help them going through domestic violence at this moment in time, family members, or just still kind of going through their waves. That's what that Be Strong is for. And
when you say it's for that, do you mean that it represents that, or there's like you're giving back to that community?
I'm gonna be like, I'm trying to give back to that community as much as I can. I'm trying to reach out to different establishments and any organizations that would be willing to work with me to do that, because it is I am very, very passionate. It's something that I definitely constantly think of. I wake up and think of that because although I am a survivor, I want to also give back and kind of reach other people so that they can see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel by, moving forward and constantly, being strong and trying to figure out what your worth is and allowing yourself to love yourself just a little deeper by being strong within yourself.
That's super cool. I want to touch back on the fact that that some of that comes from your experience through the domestic violence stuff. And I also want to talk about that it also is kind of like a homage to something that your dad kind of put out in the atmosphere as well, right?
So like he was definitely my Jiminy Cricket. So I used to always like call my dad whenever I was on the ledge. I never, informed him about every single thing that was going on because my dad would have taken matters into his own hands and he was a law enforcement. So it would have been a whole thing. And I was just trying to avoid all that. But sometimes I would just have a lot of breakdowns and mental things going on just because I felt like I had no self-worth. And one time he was printing out some stickers that were like not 3D, but like they're like you can touch them. Like they're not
the puff.
Yeah, and I remember him first he typed out Anissa, and then the second sticker that he typed out was B, just to be strong. sticker. And it's funny because like ever since then, especially, it was like almost like he was giving me that, like, here you go, you need to like reminder to be strong. So I kind of like always kept that in here because it was something that he did for me. And I kind of was like, this will become something because this will help me grow and be a lot stronger mentally and deal with situations that were like super traumatic that I was going through at that time period.
Yeah. Which is funny because I think that you kind of took that on yourself and really was, I don't know, it's funny that you kind of take that was like given to you, but then you kind of like internalize that and really like use that as an internal mantra, right?
Heck yeah, I did.
So that's kind of...
Yeah, I mean, when you look up to somebody, I think anyone, if they were to say anything, you kind of, or do something for you, you'll take it. Especially at that time period, I needed that.
Yeah, you was growing.
I needed that. Like that was like, oh shoot, this is important.
I'm gonna put this in my sack.
I'm gonna put this in my sack. You know,
yeah,
and
no, I get that.
So it just made sense when I finally decided to come out with my brand. I wanted it to pay homage to my father, but also just to pay homage to myself for how much I've grown as a human being in this world and what I will no longer accept, because it took a lot to get to where I'm at today.
Yeah.
So it's kind of important to me.
That's cool. That's cool. Do you have, when you're, so what kind of clothes does the Be Strong thing represent? Is it all types of clothes? Is it something that is workout clothes? Is it casual clothes? Is it just everything in between? Is what kind of brand is it?
So right now, if you follow me on my social medias, I have been going through quite a bit of a transition, and mainly that is being a lot more physical and working out quite a bit, trying to reach goals that I've never reached before.
Yeah.
Trying to just move my body differently, which will then in return help my mind by doing yoga. So honestly, like my clothing line right now is more on favoring like active wear, but that doesn't mean for just a specific size. I'm making active wear for everyone. Yep. You know, and I want everyone to wear it. And when they wear it, they rep what that means to be strong. Even if they're still struggling, I want them to wear it, feel it, and understand where it's coming from, because it's my baby and it's something that's special. And I hope to reach everyone. So it's more of an active wear at the moment, because that's kind of what I'm, going through at this very moment. And I want to, be able to give out to anyone who wants to rep my stuff in the gym, at the yoga studio, going for a run, like working out. I don't know, whatever you do, just like kind of repping that. I have items, like I have hats, I have phone cases, cups. So it really just depends on whoever.
Whenever you need it. If you need to be strong in that phone call, yes. Or it's cold outside and you need to put that beanie on, you need to be strong through that cold.
Right. Exactly.
There you go.
Yes.
Cool. That's cool. Exciting. So do you have any like new designs or anything that you're working on right now?
Yes, I am so excited about it. I was, talking with a few different distributors, and I came across one that was really helpful and very we came up with the logo, Choir and we I want to try some new materials and stuff like that, because I am so active in the gym and at yoga that I want to make sure that the quality that I'm bringing out is good quality. So I have just ordered, it's on its way. I have a crop top coming out with a brand new logo and a sports bra, a yoga set of yoga pants, and a biker shorts. So I'm really excited to try them, and I can't wait until hopefully they're the ones, they're the right match, and
Yeah.
I can drop them on my social media platforms. And
Yeah, that manufacturer was really like seemed really like on it
heck yeah.
and have like pretty solid gear. And that's a new logo, right?
Yes, it's the new logo.
So it's something that hasn't been seen before.
Nope, it's brand new. It's so exciting. Like I'm like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can even
You're like
hold myself
waiting.
together.
He's like waiting by the mailbox every day.
There was a package today, and I swear to God, it was my stuff. But no, it wasn't, guys. Sorry.
Wasn't.
Oops. Aha. Joke's on me.
She was trying to tell me that that's what it was, just because she wanted it to be that so bad.
I really did.
Like, that's what it is. Okay?
I know what it is.
Yeah, no, that'll be super exciting to see that new thing and really test out the quality.
Yes.
And like
sweat in it, run in it, do some yoga in it. Like I'm ready. I can't wait like to really get a feel for some more merch, because I want to kind of move some of the old out and bring in the new.
Yeah.
It's always good for change.
Yeah, it is. And I think that honestly, it's not only just about just changing for change's sake, but to really step up the fabrics, the quality, and to make sure that you're delivering it at the best quality that you could, right?
Because this is important to me.
Yeah.
This ain't no rink-a-dink.
In multiple ways, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and so yeah, I guess I do want to kind of go back to the fact of, so the Be Strong line is something that is tied to being strong, to encouraging people, encouraging men and women, but there is a component of it that is giving back, right?
Right. Definitely.
And so when you're buying a piece from Be Strong, you're not only being able to invest in yourself, but you're also kind of investing in to build up the community of domestic violence, right?
Right.
Like,
and any victims that might be going through it, like family members or anything like that. It's like super important that it reaches anyone. So there's a certain percentage that goes to any domestic violence programs for helping.
Do you have
awareness.
any specific programs that you're donating to right now?
There was one in New York that was the Red Cross, but
okay.
There's been loss of contact.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to find another establishment at the moment so I can,
so different
forward.
charities.
Yeah, different charities or anything like that, so that I can continue to build and create even more of a community for domestic violence.
Okay.
Awareness and victims and their families.
Yeah. So if any of our viewers or audience members have any sort of inroads to that community or know any charities that they're kind of aware of or involved in that is giving back to the domestic violence community, reach out.
Yes, for sure. I would love it. It would be amazing. It would light up my whole entire butt, and I would be so down to help any community out, especially when it comes to domestic violence.
Yeah. So if you guys are involved in any of that stuff or know somebody or even like are aware of any programs that are doing a good job that you guys know about,
right,
send us the information. Hit up Anissa B in the DMs or drop a comment so that we can make that happen and really
sure.
Go for full circle with that.
Yes.
So that's cool. That will be super awesome to be able to give back like that and continue to give back in that way.
Yes.
So with that being said, is the line got any specific gender that you're going after? Is it just for women? Is it men and women?
It's unisex because domestic violence is not does not have a type. Domestic violence can come from a man, it could come from a female.
Yeah.
It really just depends on who it reaches, honestly speaking. Like I want everyone to wear it. I mean, even my daughter, she has a t-shirt, and every time she wears it, our daughter, she'll be like, "Mommy, look, I'm so strong." And I want that for everyone. I want everyone to understand what it really truly means when you wear my stuff. It's so much more than just Be Strong or cross or logo or anything like that. It's for anyone that may be going through a tough, rough patch right at this very moment,
Yeah. Yeah, it's so cute when our little daughter like picks up anything. She's like, "Look, I'm strong. I'm being strong."
Be strong.
Yeah, it's so adorable.
Yes.
Yeah, which is cool because I think that it's cool that you're putting out the activewear for physical strength, but it's both, right? It's physical strength and mental strength,
Yes.
kind of being represented at the same time. Which,
hey, to be honest, when I first started, I started to really dig deep into myself after I had AJ. Maybe before I had AJ, when my father passed away, like a few months after he passed away. And I honestly went to yoga, and being physical and starting to do all those things have helped me. So it just makes so much sense to make yoga clothes and activewear.
yeah,
Because that's a part of my journey.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that when you really started that yoga stuff, it was something that was way more than just the physical part of it.
For sure. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. And even when you would be failing somewhat, I mean, not necessarily failing because you're getting out on the mat or whatever, but not necessarily doing all the moves exactly right and not having all the form exactly right. There was still so much just growth through the doing and the breathing.
Yes.
And the whole.
Yes.
Just
you almost dig so deep into yourself when you do those things. Even when you go to the gym and you start lifting, there's so much like connection with what's going on here while you're doing what you're doing with your body. Like I told you the other day, like I shared on my reel the other day, like the bar was a huge deal for me. And it's still something that I'm so proud to talk about, that I'm like, I can't wait till next week to revisit that bar again. Like putting that bar across my back was a huge step from having PTSD, and as a trigger point in my life, and has been for so long, for like, I don't know, the past 20 years plus. And I've been able to slowly move forward by placing something on my back and not feeling like someone's holding me down and like trying to hurt me anymore. Like it felt good. Although I was still, my lifting partner kind of looked at me and could tell there was so much worry in my eyes, but she encouraged me to continue to be strong. Yeah. And to also like telling me that this man no longer owns me, and that situation no longer owns me anymore. So like, it's more of a physical for me and mental more than anything else. Yeah. Mental while I'm doing all that physical. So that's why it's like activewear, of course. Yeah. I'm mainly in activewear all the time anyway. So it's like, and who doesn't like some like cozy leggings and shorts and nice sports bra, crop top? Fellas, I'm gonna get to the hoodies and the t-shirts, and I have some now, but I'll get to some new logos.
That new logo is going to be rolled out.
Yes, and then you guys can then wear that as well. You can come on, you can rep it, yo.
Yeah. So what was the problem with the bar? You didn't you couldn't do exercises with the bar on your back?
So like, I'm sure that you've realized that a lot of times, like when if you were to always kind of like, if you put your arm around here, like I always freaked out. Like I would be like, ugh. Remember? Well, like long time ago, I'll keep it short and try to keep it as clean as possible. But one of my abusers, I had 2 of them because my self-worth didn't exist. And I thought that was what love was. But one of my abusers held me down quite a bit using his arm, being very forceful on my back, and had me in a weird, like awkward position. And a lot of things happened to me when that happened. And because of that, ever since then, I never loved it if someone even if someone were to come up from behind and like, hey, like, it's like,
oh yeah.
Like I get like, get off my back, and so having a bar that's like 25 pounds from the jump without any weights on it on my back gave me all.
You brought that back.
It really did, which was like, shit.
It's kind of weird.
It shouldn't have, but it did. Yeah. It really did, which means I still, I will probably always suffer from PTSD from certain things, but I'm willing to like fight some of that as well, because I think I'm a lot stronger than I have ever been. So like, I think I could get through this.
Yeah. It's funny how some of that stuff kind of manifests in like daily life that's not necessarily tied so much directly to those traumatic experiences, but still like kind of like bring up those feelings, right?
Yeah.
So like, then that's just like, I guess all the more reason to breathe in and say, like,
yes,
you got to be strong and like, and take all that stuff in and push through it, right? Because if you allow that bar to keep holding you down, then you'll never get past it, right?
Yeah. And the first try, like I was so like pumped to try it because I was like, yo, this is gonna help me with my squats, I got real excited. But the moment that bar was across my back, I was like, I did like 8, and then I got up and I had to take a walk because I couldn't breathe, because I felt like I was being held down, and I didn't like that feeling. Like every time I would like lift back up, I still felt like someone was holding me down, because it happened multiple times to me. And it's still something that triggers me, like I just want to be like the She-Hulk, like rah,
Well, now the more that you work out with that bar, your legs are to the point where you could be that She-Hulk.
Exactly. Right? That bar is gonna be my bitch.
Right, exactly.
But I, even my lifting partner could tell that it was really affecting me. And she like tried to do like kind of modify or whatever. And I just couldn't. I was like, I have to move forward. I need to be strong. 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 So that's kind of why I tried it again, and I did it for 10 reps. Like I did 10. And then I was like, okay, for now, that's all I can give. But I think it's the right step. So like, it's like kind of super cool that I was able to do that. And that's kind of where it's connected to like the active wear, because it's something that I'm working on to make this even stronger by moving my body, because movement changes what's going on up here. It really helps up. What's going on in your mental state will change the more you decide to move, the more you put into yourself, the more that you invest in yourself to make yourself feel good. It's not about looking good. It's just about feeling good. And why not make a active line to do that with?
Yeah.
And for people
to actively, combat mental things and physical things. And the more physical things you combat, the, stronger your whole
yes,
kind of becomes, I think.
For sure.
Cool. I think that may be all of my questions, really.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say thank you to anyone who is from Hell's Kitchen, New York, where I was born and raised, that from the moment that I dropped my line has been there, has ordered, has walked around my hood, our hood, and wore and rep Be Strong. That means so much to me. I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate anyone who has brought any of the merch or items that are on Empower My Closet. But I really wanted to shout out people who believed in me and believe what I'm saying and are continuing to rep me because of they know where I've came from and where I'm at today. So I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate it. You guys better look forward to the new merch. I'm super excited. So as soon as it drops, I will definitely be putting that out.
As soon as it's in the mailbox, he's gonna put it up on his story. Trust that.
Guys, I might have to take a picture. So if you don't follow me on my social media platform, my name is Anissa Be Strong, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I'm everywhere. Like, you find me, come find me, you'll see me. And we're here together as Meet the Others Podcast on Facebook, Instagram. So follow us.
Yeah, follow us. We don't really sell much. We're just kind of here trying to give a little slice of what we got going on. So, it would be awesome if you could just give a little rating. Say if you like this podcast, if you're digging it, give us a little rating on there. Like us, follow us, tell a friend about it.
Yes,
we would love it.
What about on your Instagram, on your platform?
Oh yeah, Choirboy Dank. I recently put out a new album. I got a lot of new music coming, and a lot of other things. Really, like, we're working on a lot of other things,
creative stuff. For sure. Yes, it's super exciting. And maybe since all the listeners got to hear a little bit about who I am and where I'm coming from with my brand, maybe we can next time talk about what you got going on.
Yeah, maybe next episode we dive into some of that stuff.
Yes,
that'll be fun.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much. If you listened for this long, we appreciate you guys. We hope that you're following us on all our social media platforms. We're on Apple Podcasts,
Spotify. All those things.
You just type in Meet the Others Podcast, and I promise you our face will come up. Guaranteed, right?
Heck yeah.
Anyways, guys, you are loved. You are strong.
Be strong.
Why Meet the Others Podcast? What's this about?
Why are we doing this thing?
Why are we doing this dang thing?
Who the F?
Do we even know what we're doing?
Certainly not.
Oh,
we just hooked this thing up tonight. We figured out how to use the mics, and now we're recording 10 seconds afterwards. Gives me comfort. So
I hear you.
Yeah. So anyways, Meet the Others. That's us.
Still waiting on this car to come and take me home. Things feel a little different now that we grown. Till I turn the ass, so they put my name in stone.